ChatGPT-4o Canvas. It's been out for about a week. It's aimed at to improve your writing and your coding tasks. It's not a new model of ChatGPT, it's just 4o, but it's presented differently in a new interface. So according to OpenAI's website, it's a new way of working with ChatGPT to write and code. So the biggest difference that you'll notice here is that there is an interface that pops up. So where your prompts and the output used to be in the same screen or same space, now it's been separated. So you input your prompts on the one side and then the document or the output is on the other side. So you'll see in a minute why this is such a big deal. Okay, and then let's paste it into GPT-4. Paste it into GPT-4 and run this. So it's writing a blog post. We can do the same here. While that's going on, we do it for, this is GPT-4o with Canvas. So just going to the top here and clicking this drop down menu, which shows you the different models of GPT that you have access to. So I'm on the Plus, that's a paid plan. Apart from Plus, Teams and Enterprise, those are paid plans. So we have access to 4o with Canvas, the beta versions. We just run that too and we can compare. So here it's produced a blog post. This is from 4o. How does an ultrasound work? Who needs an ultrasound? When is it needed? Common questions before. So it's basically it's answering it. And okay, here's the biggest difference now here, where when we come over to 4o, as mentioned before, you see that there's a separate pane here where you input your prompts and the output is on this side. So what happens is that inside of 4o, once the output is here, it's what we use, you can call it like iterative prompting. So instead of, the opposite of that is what's called one-shot prompting, where you include everything in the prompt. And how it gets spit out is that you try to include everything inside, so once the output comes out, you don't have to edit it as much. Why that's the case is because you cannot edit this this output. You cannot edit it directly. So you have to, if I were to say something like, I might say let's go back to here, make it shorter and include some other sections that you think may be relevant. I'm just typing in making a change to this, but this is in 4o. So when I do this, then ChatGPT outputs everything again, because you're not able to edit the previous version of it. So, and then if you see that there's something that's included in here that you want to change, or worse, something that was included before that you wanted to be there but now in the new version it's been excluded, then it makes the editing part difficult. Okay, we'll go over to 4o and you'll see the big difference now. Or we'll go over to 4o Canvas. Okay, now we're in 4o Canvas. This is the same prompt, asking ChatGPT to write a blog article about an ultrasound scan. So it's answered it. Now the biggest difference is the prompts are on the left and the output is on the right. Okay, this is the game changer, where you're able to directly edit this document. You're able to select it, you're able to select the parts, and you can start typing. For example, here you can just start formatting the text as it is. So this is our Word document. So previously what I would have to do is I would copy this and I would go paste it into a word processing app, Microsoft Word or Google Docs, and then I would have to do the editing out there. So in here now you can edit this directly because this is a document, so it already eliminates one step one step that you would have to take. So it's already streamlining the workflow for us. So we've got the document, so we've got the separate document interface, we've got the direct editing. The next thing is that we have what's called version control. So as in what you find in other word processing apps, is that where we didn't have before here. So if you lost something that was removed or deleted or excluded in the new version, once you input a prompt asking ChatGPT to change something about the previous article or output, to get it back is it's a bit tricky. So you either have to edit it directly, copy paste it out and edit it, or you have to prompt it in a way where you get the previous post back. So keeping track of your previous versions is it was a challenge. But here you see, you can just, with one button, you can undo this. And when you go back to your previous versions, there's an option down here. There's an option here that asks you if you'd like to restore this version or you go back to the latest version. So we have this separate document interface, direct editing, and now you have version control. So you're able to restore previous versions and decide which version you'd like to keep. So in the bottom right corner, you'll see this pencil icon. These are just shortcuts. So the first shortcut up here is to add emojis. So just clicking on this and it will add emojis to whatever it is you've written here. So I think the use case for this would be if you were to write a social media post. Otherwise, it's something that might go on Facebook. So let's use our version control to just undo this, and okay, we restored our previous version. So if you need to input the emojis, that's what you can use. This next option here is add final polish. So this will just ask ChatGPT to have a closer look and to help polish up your formatting or your grammar, your structure with punctuation, spelling, which rarely happens, errors with that, but it just gives it one final look over before you publish, say if it's a blog post or a document. This here is reading level, so you can adjust the reading level of this particular piece. Just clicking on it, you can see there's a slider here. So where previously you would tell GPT, like I did in the start of this, that this write it for this audience or this reading level or this education level. So here you can just slide it here. So you have middle school, kindergarten, and current reading level, high school, college, and graduate school. So just by adjusting the slider here, so we'll go to kindergarten and see. So then ChatGPT just adjust the writing. So instead of outputting another document, it just adjusts what you currently have. So it keeps your prompt separate, and then your document is here, primary. Okay, let's look at the last one before I show you something else here. Then you can adjust the length of it. So current length, shorter, shortest, and then longest. So putting it at the shortest will just, so this, now I've got the slider set to kindergarten level at the shortest. So this is it. So just with a slider and just with clicks, you are saving yourself the work that previously we had to input prompts for, telling it, okay, write at this level of reading and adjust it for this particular demographic or this particular education level, or even adjusting the length where they counted as prompts. Now that step of the process is eliminated. So just using the shortcuts, you can achieve that same effect. Okay, since this is a blog post, I'll show you what else you can do with the editing. So just in the context, since you can edit this directly, so I'll just change the reading level again, adjust the reading level. So put it to high school. Okay, I think high school is the best reading level for the audience. So when editing, you can edit either the whole document, or you can edit parts of the document. So either you do that by either just highlighting it like this, and then you say ask GPT, so you can write something inside of that. Or the other way, you can Or the other way you can do that is where if you hover the mouse cursor along the right side here, you see that there's a plus icon comes up here, and it allows you to select parts of the document. So if I go here, just select it, and then since it's a blog post, I can, okay, that's H1. So let's just say, so it will turn it into an H1 heading. So, and then down here we can just turn this into an H2. So I can select this and ask ChatGPT or edit so H2, and GPT knows that I want this to be turned into a heading. So in hierarchical structure of blogs or blog posts, blog structure, this H1, and then you need different headings, hierarchy according to the structure of your writing. So just by doing that, that's what you can do. You can edit particular parts of the writing as a document instead of the whole document. Yeah, the last part that we didn't cover here is you can suggest edits. So if you go and you click this, ChatGPT will suggest edits in particular parts of it. So these are the edits where it makes some of these when you click the final polish, the shortcut down here. So yeah, add final polish. So here where each suggestion or suggested edit, the corresponding comment or the change is here. So you can either apply it or you can just click this and you're closing it, so you're disregarding that suggestion. So here when you click here, it shows the color changes to orange, so you can easily see which part of the document it's referring to. So you can either disregard it or you can apply it. So when I apply it here, then it makes the change there. So just paraphrases it, whatever it is, whatever change. And you can, in addition to that, you can still edit whatever part of the document. So that's the biggest change, and I think it makes a lot of difference, especially when you're writing. But the biggest change and biggest difference that it makes is that it's a separate document. It's a Word document that you can edit. I saved the best for last, so this is the one that already, if you can edit your output as a separate document and separate from your prompts. Now this is the best part, is that you can, by switching through here, you can close this and it takes you to the old interface. So this is how it looks, plus your document is still here. So when you want to go back into your document, you simply expand it, and then you can continue editing it inside of its separate interface. Okay, then we close that, which means I could go back, I could write another document, and I could be switching between the two of them in that one chat. ChatGPT, write a blog post article explaining what x-rays are, and then just get that, and you can input it here. So now it's separate from the previous post, but ChatGPT opens a separate document here. So, and then you can do the same as what we've been doing for the other document. So you can edit it directly. So something like intro. So that's the thing where you can edit directly. It's basically a Word document. So the two documents exist now separately, where I could expand this and I could close it, or I could go to the other one and expand that and just edit them independently.